Coach, the hot play continues. You guys continue to make a run through the regional here. Talk about today's win over the host institution, CNU.
Well, that's huge. A team that finished second in the nation last year. I knew our teams were pretty much matched up. We had the same thing: speed, pitching, great hitting, and it was just going to be a slugfest to see who could stay standing at the end of the game. And unfortunately, it was us. So it's a big win. It's a huge win for us in our program.
I'll talk a little bit about the performance of Kelly, who just continues to have a tremendous tournament and keep riding the hot arm.
She's just cool and calm under pressure and keeps throwing, and our bats came through. I told Holly that it was going to be her time, and she came through. A huge hit there, and KK got started by getting on base. That's what we've been doing all year long, picking each other up.
You mentioned your Holly's big hit, but can you talk, Catherine, about your at-bats to lead off that inning?
I mean, I was just, again, so much with this team is just doing what you can to help the other one out. You know, I just wanted to get on anything I could to help my team. I mean, again, Kelly has picked us up so many times. If you look throughout the season, everyone's picked up each other at some point or another, and I was just doing whatever I can to help my team out. And I mean, she just happened to leave one over the plate a little bit for me, and I was able to put a good swing on it. So.
Catherine, can you talk about your battles at the plate a little bit? Your first at bat, where you knocked in the first run of the game, you saw 9 or 10 pitches. The second one was like 12 or 13 pitches. What was going on at the plate? Because your bats that didn't last long, you didn't get on base. The longer they lasted, the more bases you got.
It's a battle. I mean, you're on a one-on-one battle with the pitcher, and again, I go back to my teammate. Any of my teammates, you know, something about this team, when we don't have anything left, we push a little bit further because we're that close and we want it that much for the other person. And again, I was just fighting. You know, it's a personal battle with me with the pitcher. Like, you know, I had it in my head she wasn't going to get me out, and I was going to do whatever I could to make that happen. And, you know, it happened to fall in my favor today.
Holly, can you talk about your big play? Were you looking for anything in particular? Or?
Well, sitting in the dugout, and Coach Mitchell was like, "He's going to come up to you." And I was like, all right, it's going to come up to me. So she threw me those first 2 pitches, and she kept throwing outside, and they were a little bit high. And, you know, I'm 2-0. I was like, you know, she's going to throw me a good pitch. She's not going to, I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to take a hack at it, and there it goes.
Kelly, how does your approach, and still using the same, just attack right at them, even playing against a team like CNU?
Yeah, definitely. CNU, I would say, is a very, very good hitting team, highly respected. So just went out and attacked them straight on, and, you know, that's what we did. And zone was a little tight at times, but, you know, worked through it and was trying to produce ground balls rather than hits, and that helped today.
And held them to 2 hits, right? Did you see that when you woke up this morning?
And Mike, you know, we've had some schedule delays, and then we've actually, including last night's game that got pushed back to this morning. Tell me what you did with your team and how you guys adjusted to that, and how you guys prepared, knowing that you had that next morning to come in.
Our philosophy has always been just roll with it. Whatever comes up, that's what you go with. Games, injuries, time slots, being pushed back, start times. We just learned to be very flexible, and when it comes game time, it's game time when we step across the chalk lines, and whenever that is, let's go.
Coach, have you had such, you say injuries, have you had such copious numbers all year? Have you been playing with 12 for a while?
We've been the dirty dozen from beginning to finish.
Okay.
So.
Does that change or affect your approach all season or in a regional or at all? Or?
No, our goal in the regular season was just to go out and play the games, see if we have any weaknesses, work on those weaknesses in practice, and prepare for the postseason. And then when the postseason rolls around, we're going to go right at you and play with what we got.
KK, you're a senior captain on the team, and you all that selection this year. Can you tell me, you know, you've been here with 4 years and seen the program grow from what it was, you know, in 2009 when you came in to now you guys are in the NCAA tournament, ODAC champions. You know, what does this year mean to you, and how is it different from years past?
I don't even know. I don't have words about this year, and I don't want to talk like it's over because we got a lot of games left to play. And this year's just been tremendous. Again, it's been a long time since I've been part of such a cohesive team where everybody's constantly pulling for another. I mean, again, when you don't have anything left, like you look around you, like I look at the mound, Kelly's busting her butt, everyone else is busting their butt. So it pushes us to push that much further to make sure that we keep, I mean, we've been saying all year we're a scrappy team, no one really expects us to do much, and, you know, I hope they keep expecting that of us because, we'll fight till the end. And I mean, this year it's just been an absolute blast. I mean, last night we talked about the schedule changes. On the bus ride back from the restaurant, we plugged into iHome and we had a little dance party on the way home. And I mean, that's and you watch us before games or after games, we're real loose, we have a good time with each other. But when we cross that line, we come to play. And again, I just can't say enough about my teammates. It's been an absolute blast this year.
Very solid game all around, both teams. And, came down to a lot of the games like that. Who's going to get the big hit? Or big hits in that in that case, and we just got to do a better job swinging the bats. We've been swinging the bats well, and I think we went away in some instances early on pitch selection. Kelly Hickey's been throwing the ball great for them, and we knew that coming in. It's something we just got to do a better job swinging the bats. I mean, we know at this stage in the game, 1 run is a lot of times not going to win games for us. Regardless of how many the opponents score, we got to do a better job offensively. They played a great game. We just got to do better.
Coach, you mentioned pitch selection. Certainly the bat's struggling today, only a couple of hits. Is it a change in approach you guys need to take, or do you think it's just a hot pitcher coming at you, mowing you down?
I don't think necessarily a change in approach. It's still just coming down to swinging that pitches that we can drive, that we can hit well. Like I said, we did hit some hard balls, and they made some good plays. We did some bad people. In close games, it's one of those things that comes down to inches sometimes. What can make the difference? So they came through in the last second when they needed to, and like I said, just have to do a better job overall. At the plate, swinging the bat. She threw the ball well, though. It's one of those things. She threw the ball well, and in close games sometimes hitters get a little antsy and want to come through with the hits instead of being selective and staying within themselves a little bit. And, it happened a little bit here and there, but other than that, like I said, we had good approaches, and they just didn't have the outcomes we wanted.
Say it's game eventually, given the way she's been playing out there. Did you think Kelly had that ball and left?
Yeah, I mean, had a good jump on it. Obviously, got off into the glove a little bit, and we talked about that. Most times she's gonna make that play. Obviously, all of our outfielders, that's the play that we expect them to make. So it's hit the ball well, and the ball kind of was sailing away from a little bit. And, just missed a little bit. She knows she should have had it.
Jen is one of the senior captains on this team. What words of wisdom do you have for your girls to get the bats going?
We just got to stay confident too in ourselves. I think a lot of people get nervous sometimes in games like this, but we can do it. And just try to make sure they know that anybody can get a hit. Just gotta stay positive, know that you can get on base, and it's you gotta connect everything together. It's